This is a live look at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Navy Midshipmen. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here. Tommy Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
One of some of the most iconic college football games in history. Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis, Maryland has seen so many games between Navy, Army, Air Force. This is a beautiful space and a very unique campus in Annapolis, Maryland. Back to you.
Keep an eye on that, Holly. So Navy's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. So Alabama's offense will take the field first. And here comes Keelan Russell. Five-star in virtually every recruiting service. Everybody just wowed at his potential, and that potential becomes reality starting in the season opener. Russell on play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Now the play fake. Snagged out of the air. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Looks as if the Tide will cut it away. They'll look to pin him deep. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. He has a talented quarterback on the other side. He's really been looking forward to his matchup to prove how good he is. On the option. The option, the keeper. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the back. Now on the option. Keeps it on the option. And he's knocked down.
And as a defense, you can practice the option all week, but seeing it live on this first drive, it's really hard to stop. A lot of success early. Let's see if this defense can settle in.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Sticks it in his belly. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Breaks the tackle. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He'll pitch it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Fires to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Shakes off the defender. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Handoff from the gun. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. There he goes. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And the defense jumps on it. They get the turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed. They have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside. And you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time with the O coordinator.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Bryant. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Running inside. It's Hill. And he's loose.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals. 5 points of pressure and prioritize holding on to the ball.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field. But nice little chunk run here for the fullback. And give him the ball, reward the big fella.
He'll keep it on second down. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down is.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, midshipman. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reason. You've got to make great field position count. You've got opportunities. You got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide ready to roll on offense. That last run proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense got to be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. Got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get
That's a run. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Midshipmen will get things going here on offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Unloads to the wideout. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Navy quick to the line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around.
Oh, he's got it. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. He pulled it and kept it on the option, but he couldn't keep it away from the defense.
I think the QB made the right decision not to pitch it. He needs to do a better job with ball security. The defense, they were able to get and swarm to him quickly and dislodge the football from his body.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Gets the back moving. Russell. That's caught. It's Rodgers. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Dropping back, it's Russell. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Oh, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. Alabama calls it second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Russell from the gun on third down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return off that one for a touchdown. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. That time as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Conner.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with Colorado taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Buffs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Now back to your game in Annapolis. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
Just about set to get this second half underway. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the midshipman head coach at the half. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. And he'll get it up. It'll be a first down.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped them for a big loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a crease. It's Bryant. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Got enough for the first. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
And there's no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents up.
Finding some room. Defense comes out with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field Lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Navy! And they add 6 more and more with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. On the run, it's Hill. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. Now here's Russell. Irons on the move. He's got an open man. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Keeps it himself. And he's still running after the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. On the option, he'll do it himself. He'll toss it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
On the option, quarterback keep. Hard running there. There's and he runs through another one. And he's brought down, and he just about took it all the way. How about the timing on the pitch with this quarterback on the option? That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. Here comes the option. They stopped him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, midshipman.
Now, a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Finished off a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. Not going to give him a chance to make the play as they move that thing through the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Throwing Russell. Quick strike complete. Oh, the sweet shoot gets him free. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And that ball's on the ground behind the line.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense is very lucky to keep possession on that one. Run the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Unleashes one. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. 4th down, Russell. Under fire. Going for it all. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. motion with Russell. Got his man out of the backfield. Quick step and go. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Again, it's Russell. Into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Russell from the gun on third down. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Into the end zone for 6.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, you were obviously expecting the onside kick. You got the hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Navy sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Nice.
Holly, thank you. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. They punted away on fourth down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, checking in from the Crimson Tide sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security.
Oh, he just handled it. Poor read, it's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. They're dealing with a second and long. Keelan Russell. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering his shoulder.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. That's the way defenses love to finish off the game. Force a turnover, leave no doubt, take away all hope, and they're going to get the W. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. every year. Home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.